Hello everyone. I hope you are well. Today we will talk about a person who does not know how to build his confidence in himself at all, a person who gets mad at everyone who says a word or opinion about a certain thing he owns or does and takes a side of it. I mean, if someone said, for example, your clothes are not modern, someone would get mad. Someone said, why did you make your hair like this? Why don't you dye it like the guys and like the fashion these days? He gets mad and gets frustrated that how in the eyes and opinion of the people like this and not keeping up with the deceptive fashion that many people do it. Someone told him, how do you eat this food? There is much better food than this. Or he said, how do you have little money and others of the same age have more and have a mobile or tablet or a newer laptop? You find him annoyed. Also, I wonder, what is the problem really? The words of the people, or the problem is in the person himself? Before I start the video, if you see that I help you to have a new point of view and help you change your life, make a like for the video and subscribe to the channel. In principle, how can a person build his self-confidence and be strong, and no one, no matter how high his status, prestige, and words, can shake it? In a more correct sense, how can your self-confidence be stronger than the words of any other person who is confident in himself to a great extent? Before I tell you to do this, how should we differentiate between two types of self-confidence? The first type is based on higher values and fixed principles, and the second type is based on external things and people's words. Let me tell you that your self-confidence must be built on a correct basis and not on external things such as appearance, money, final grades, fashion, and what you have of technological techniques and manifestations of pleasure. All of this is the result of lack of sound confidence and loss, because you derive your confidence from external things and take their value from people. So you gave yourself up to people. So if someone told you an opinion you didn't like, you are negative, for example, or I don't like your clothes, you may be destroyed by his words, because you link your confidence and bet it with the words of people and their opinion of you. This is not the real trust, guys, but the real confidence is that you build it on the right, not on external things. You build it on the highest positive principles and values like honesty, YUIOP. Honesty, forgiveness is not false compliments, and this way no one will be able to shake your confidence in yourself and sign you at all, because his opinion is not important to you in the first place and it does not matter to you. If he likes your words, well, even if he does not, he liked it, nothing happened, and your values were never shaken because you believe in them. And the most beautiful thing about these values is not that they give you confidence in yourself only, but these values, guys, also increase your confidence. All that you used and lived with is a real example of this. If you went down the street and decided to distribute 100 pounds to 10 poor people, for example, starting from the first poor to the last, you would find yourself lost? No, you find yourself saying enough, 5 only, and go again. No, okay, you will find yourself not happy like when you first went down. On the contrary, this is the happiness of these poor people, and they pray for you to increase your joy for a couple of days ahead too. Well, why does this happen? Because, as I told you, these values increase your confidence in yourself and also give you an internal and lasting pleasure that does not end. Because its effect does not end from a situation you do, and that is it. No, this is living your life and being a part of your personality. I wonder what values each one of us lives within his life. What are the things that he builds his trust on? The modern mobile or the wow fashion that we take from the West, and we have nothing to do with it except that it is not ours and we imitate it, and that is it, to take the comment from our friends and live 2 days happy with it and come back again to see what is new, that is in fashion, and who bought it before you and appeared in it, and prefer to compare between you and others. And you prefer to go around in a circle at the end of it that is not in your interest at all and far, because artificial is not real or fixed. On the contrary, this is changing, and therefore you will change with it every little while to suit him and stay on his size. Do you know how dangerous it is to build your trust on the judgment and words of people? I want you today to think and decide. I wonder what your trust built on me exactly. I wonder you compared yourself with your friends and saw what they have and what you have of it, or you were the successful person in his life and who there is no wind that can shake him and there is no human no matter how high his eloquence is he knew from the strength of your self-confidence to shake it and destroy it. Before you answer your question, look at the first one. You are the link to your self-confidence and you derive it from who? From external things that are built on people, and therefore your trust is destroyed when people's opinion is not on your side. Or are you the conscious and successful person who ties his self-confidence to God Almighty and therefore derives it from his belief in the higher values that are originally orders for us from God to understand and work with them and thus walk with them in our lives, and our confidence in ourselves is a solid ground on which we stand and always fixed and help us, and a strong response towards anyone no matter who he is. Thank you. I see you in a new video with a new point of view. Goodbye.